For over a decade, the Cassini spacecraft silently orbited Saturn, sending back breathtaking images of the ring giant and its moons. Its mission ended in 2017 with a deliberate plunge into the planet's atmosphere. But what if the most disturbing part of Cassini's legacy didn't emerge until now? The Cassini spacecraft, a silent sentinel for over a decade, orbited Saturn, sending back breathtaking images of the ring giant and its moons. Its mission ended in 2017 with a deliberate plunge into the planet's atmosphere. But what if the most disturbing part of Cassini's legacy didn't emerge until now? Recently, a team of scientists turned to artificial intelligence to reanalyze the data, feeding thousands of raw, unprocessed images into a powerful neural network trained to detect hidden anomalies invisible to the human eye. What the AI uncovered wasn't just unexpected, it was something that made seasoned researchers freeze in place. Not because of what was added to the image, but because of what was always there, hidden in plain sight. This is not science fiction. This is not a glitch. This is Cassini's final whisper from deep space. And now, we finally understand what it was trying to tell us. Cassini's journey through the Saturn system was one of the most ambitious space missions ever undertaken. Over 13 years, it revealed the intricacies of Saturn's rings, the geysers of Enceladus, and the methane lakes of Titan. But its final days were the most meticulously choreographed of all, a grand finale dive through the gap between Saturn and its innermost ring. Before its final descent, Cassini transmitted a set of high-resolution images back to Earth. At the time, they were believed to be the last pieces of atmospheric and environmental data. Useful, yes, but not groundbreaking. They were archived, categorized, and quietly stored. No alarms, no press conferences, just another set of frames from a now silent machine. Yet within those images lay pixels that no one had thought to scrutinize further until now. Fast forward to the present day, and a new kind of intelligence has entered the picture, not biological, but digital. A quantum-enhanced AI developed for deep space forensics has been trained to detect structures, patterns, and signals in astronomical images with resolution far beyond human perception. This AI was originally designed to reprocess Voyager and James Webb Telescope data. But when a team of researchers casually input Cassini's archived final images, the algorithm stopped. It paused. After completing its analysis, it generated a message, not words, but coordinates and vector patterns. What the AI found was not an image artifact. It wasn't radiation distortion. It was something structural, geometric, intentional, and it was embedded deep within one of the last frames Cassini ever took, just before its destruction in Saturn's atmosphere. The image in question shows the edge of Saturn's northern hemisphere, where the iconic hexagonal storm spins endlessly at the planet's pole. This hexagon, already a mystery in itself, has fascinated scientists for years. But the AI didn't focus on the hexagon. It zoomed in on a cluster of shadows near the boundary of the storm, shadows that had gone unnoticed in every previous human review. Upon closer analysis, the AI revealed a repeating fractal pattern, almost like a symbol etched into the cloud layers, a configuration that didn't align with any known atmospheric behavior. At first, researchers thought it was just noise. But frame after frame, the same symbol kept appearing. Even more disturbing, when this pattern was converted into digital code, it mirrored a structure seen once before in the radio emissions received decades ago by the Voyager spacecraft at the edge of the heliosphere. Coincidence? The scientists weren't so sure anymore. The growing hypothesis is unnerving. Could this pattern be evidence of some kind of communication or footprint from a non-human intelligence, not necessarily alive, but embedded, encoded, like a signature left in the cloud geometry itself? If so, why would such a message be hidden in one of the most chaotic storm systems in the solar system? Why would it go completely unnoticed for years, until an artificial mind finally saw it? There are those within the space science community who now speculate whether this mark is not just a quirk of Saturn's meteorology, but a long-dormant trace of a past encounter. A trace too complex for us to see until now. A trace only an AI, unconstrained by expectation or bias, could interpret. And if that's true, then Cassini may have captured the greatest cosmic revelation of our era and died before it could know. After the mysterious patterns captured by Cassini around Saturn's North Pole stirred scientific curiosity, it wasn't until advanced neural networks were trained on decades of planetary data that something truly unsettling emerged. A research team fed thousands of Cassini images, especially of the planet's iconic hexagon, into a machine learning system developed not for planetary science, but for military signal recognition. The system began to isolate a repeating structure, a symmetrical arrangement of light and shadow that didn't align with known meteorological phenomena. The AI flagged it as non-random and non-natural, which sent shockwaves through the research team. More than just a visual curiosity, this structure bore the hallmarks of encoded information, something closer to a message than a weather system. What made this more disturbing was the AI's report. It recognized elements of the pattern that mirrored basic frequency modulations used in Earth-based binary communication. Could it be that the hexagon wasn't just a storm, but a beacon, or worse, a signature? The line between atmospheric anomaly and deliberate architecture was becoming dangerously thin. Cassini hadn't just captured storms. It had been documenting a potential message hiding in plain sight. When the same AI was instructed to analyze the magnetometer and audio frequency readings from the hexagon region, something even more baffling emerged. Embedded within the plasma wave data collected during Cassini's final daring dives was a recurring pulse, not a static interference, not solar wind distortion. This was rhythmic, intentional. The AI converted this pulse into an audio waveform and ran it through a sonographic signature scanner. It aligned not with natural frequencies, but with a structure eerily close to what cryptographers call an encoded burst, a sonic fingerprint that did not repeat with planetary cycles, but appeared to modulate according to Cassini's proximity to the hexagon. This led to the staggering hypothesis. Whatever is behind Saturn's northern anomaly, it may be aware or reactive. This wasn't just detection, it might have been interaction. As the scientific community grapples with these new findings, the implications are far-reaching. If the hexagonal formation is not a natural phenomenon, then who or what created it? And more importantly, why? Could it be a form of communication, a forgotten remnant of a previous civilization, or something still active, hiding in the perfect camouflage of chaos and storms? As scientists quietly scramble to reprocess old data, one thing is clear. The Cassini mission may be over, but its legacy has just begun to haunt the scientific community. The AI didn't simply interpret the data, it revealed a secret buried in plain sight for decades. And now the question remains, what else have we missed?